Alright, so Zainab, this is a question that we won't actually have to worry about for this year's AP exam, but I'm going to show it to you just so that you've seen it for 6C. So first thing is e to the x. This is one we built in class and one that the College Board typically expects us to know by heart. It's going to be 1 plus, and then we're going to have x over 1 factorial plus x squared over 2 factorial plus x cubed over 3 factorial, and then it keeps going like that. Alright, now from up above we have f of x equals x minus, let's see here, 3/2 x squared plus 3x cubed. Alright, and then that keeps going on as well. So what I'm going to do is this asks me for a Taylor polynomial for the two multiplied together. So g of x is e to the x times f of x. Alright, e to the x is 1 plus x plus 1/2 x squared plus 1/6 x cubed plus dot dot dot. And then f of x is going to be x minus 3/2 x squared plus 3x cubed. And let me get rid of that parentheses, plus dot dot dot. So now if I'm pushing these together, all right, I want to just get up to, it says, the third degree. So I need to generate all the degrees less than third, all right, by doing a multiplication. So I'm going to start with first times first. That gives me x. All right, now I'm going to look and see what x squareds I have, because there's no other way to get an x out of this. So I'm going to take 1 times that term, so minus 3/2 x squared. All right, I can also take this x times this x, and that would be a plus x squared. All right, now, no matter how else I do this, there's no other way to get an x squared term, all right, because every other term would be higher degree than that. Then I want my x cubes. All right, so if I do that, I'm going to have my 1 times my x cubed term. All right, so that's going to give me a plus 3x cubed. I'm going to have my x times my x squared terms. That gives me a minus 3/2 x cubed. All right, and then I have an x squared, which I'm going to take times the x term. So that would be plus 1/2 x cubed. Now, anything else that I do past that is going to give me higher degree terms, because it's going to be like an x cubed times x cubed, which would give me an x to the 6th term. All right, so this is the highest degree, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And we get x minus 1/2 x squared. All right, plus, and then we're at, let's see, that would be 6/2 minus 3/2 is 3/2 plus 1/2 is 4/2. So that would be 2x cubed. All right, so plus 2x cubed. All right, and that would be the third degree Taylor polynomial for this one. And again, we're doing the product of the two. All right, if I clean these lines up a little bit just so we can see a little better. Basically, I want to generate less than third degree. So if I take the 1 times the x, that's lower than third. The 1 times the x squared, that's lower than third. The x times the x cubed, that is third degree. And then everything past that would be fourth degree. All right, with the x, if I take that into the x, that's an x squared. X into the x squared, that's x cubed. All right, so those are all good. And then the last one, if I take the x squared to the x, all right, that's going to correspond with an x cubed. Every other multiply is bigger than that. All right, so this would be our Taylor polynomial for the product of those two. All right, I hope that helps.